Okay, mobsters and mobettes. I'm back at this motherfucker once again. Now here we go again. Now peep game, check, wait. I was laying out this shit to y'all, letting you know about these motherfucking people, man. They're some cold motherfuckers. And the coldest part about it, they got caught. They got caught. Allah handed them bitches to me. They in so much trouble. It's a shame before God. Really for real. Yeah. Pun intended. Yeah. It's a shame before God. Yeah. In a real motherfucking way. This is the thing. Y'all gotta know that the vote is a powerful motherfucking thing, man. It really is. It's not, they really need black votes and brown votes. I assure you that. That shit really mattered to them. Because when we vote for them, we put them in a position of power. Or we take the motherfucking power away. And I'm telling you, take Mark DeGiacomo's power. Take Aaron Ford power. Let me tell you why Aaron Ford is part of this. He's a culprit in it, along with the judge and Steve Wilson. This is why all of them should be held accountable. The moment the document came across their desk, when they saw that a prosecutor from San Francisco did an investigation, and when he concluded his investigation, he found that Antoine Mouton, the state star witness, was incarcerated. Right? The right thing to do immediately was to have an emergency court order bring me to court as expeditiously as possible. Do not wait, stagnate, or motherfucking hesitate. Get this nigga in the building, and let's see if any of this remotely is true. We gotta let him go right away, because a delayed justice is an injustice. So, what the fuck did they do? They saw that this nigga was in jail from November the 28th to December the 7th. His testimony was December the 5th. How did we get to the December the 5th? Because like I told you, Mark DeGiacomo, he called, the more you let a bitch motherfucker talk, the more you find out about it. You let a motherfucker win. See, I talk a lot. You know who I am. Yeah, make no mistake about it. I'll pop it. And I am consistently consistent on being a real motherfucker. Now, with that said, he got free range to do what he want to do in this courtroom. So now he's exaggerating the facts. And he's taking, I should say, it's like he got free range to be creative. So he's talking. And he's lying. And the more you lie, you got to keep telling lies. And you got to remember those lies that you told. So as you talk, he talked himself into the December the 5th day. That was the date they landed on. And they didn't have a problem with it, even though they knew the nigga was in jail. They was arrogant. This nigga will never find this out. He'll never find this out. We gonna make sure that this shit stick. How do we know that? Somebody just interrupted me and pointed at me, so I got a little bit off track. So the December the 5th day, right? He say that he know that there is no way in the world that I should be able to find this out. How? I can't tap into the prosecutor's computers and or go into they secret files and shit. I ain't got the even a lawyer can't get into the prosecutor's computers and find out his secrets in that system that they designed to attack a nigga. You never know what they got or what they're hiding unless they give it to you. And Brady is specific, whether good faith or bad faith. Anything that can help or harm the defendant, you got to give it to them. And if you don't, you suppress the evidence. You withheld that evidence. That's Brady. But it's bigger than Brady because it's government corruption. When you sit there and not only do you withhold oh, this evidence, but you create evidence. You start to say things and make up shit as it go, and who gonna check you? As anybody that was in that courtroom can see, and anybody that was watching the judge and the prosecutor, y'all saw them texting back and forth. Ain't nobody stupid. Y'all saw them texting back and forth. What it was, they was getting beat down so bad that he telling her, he called that off. And I can assure you, because one thing about me, let me explain something to y'all. My grandfather, I inherited something from my grandfather. My grandfather had the ability to know without knowing. And he used to know things about me that I don't know how the fuck he know this, but he know. And when he know, and you're not gonna tell him he don't know, because he know. And when he know, he gonna let you know that he know. And now that you know, it's consequences that come with him having to prove all of this. But with him, he didn't have to prove it. He knew. So this shit that I got the ability to know that it's hereditary. I get this from my grandfather. It's real shit. I get this from my grandfather. Papa was born in 1913. Big Mama was born in 1914. Nigga, I got 100 years of game that was handed down. Or should I say thousands of years of game. Because he was ahead of his time. And I surely was ahead of mine. See, I was 10 and 11 in the street. I was 7 rolling and smoking weed. And this was back in 1977. I was running with the realest niggas in the whole motherfucking Bay Area. The whole region. Chucky Bourne, Larry Adorn, Fast Fly KY, him. And not even in that order. But I'm trying to give you some game on how these people play and how they got caught, because you're dealing with somebody that knows. So, here's what it is. When they do an investigation on what I'm saying, because if Wolf Lady get in this is what I want her to do. Look into that. Because that is so foul. The judge is supposed to be a referee. She's supposed to be equitable in her decision. She's supposed to be unbiased. You are working hand in hand with the prosecutor to keep me in a situation, but what God revealed, what they tried to conceal, Allah revealed. And now that it's out, you cannot ignore King Kong in a bright red thong standing 100 feet tall in the middle of the motherfucking Serengeti in a bright red thong, huh? That bright red thong shining like a motherfucker. And you cannot forget that silverback with that image. How? So when you look at that and you look at all of the shit that they was doing and they sitting there and you watching them, she's corresponding with this man. And they shut this shit down. You playing with my time like that? Because I could assure you, bitch, it's gonna cost you. Yeah. You're in a wreck, write me a motherfucking check. That's the only way we gonna stand to get this shit correct. With that said, everybody saw it. Vanessa Murphy saw it. It was like the greatest upset in sports history. I assure you that. They did not know this shit was going to happen like that. But to get back to the meat and potatoes of the whole thing, you got to get them out of that position. You do not let Martin Giacomo, Aaron Ford operate in that position of power. Because when it come across your desk and you see government files that this man is incarcerated, you're supposed to immediately, without any hesitation, make sure justice prevails. Whether you like it or not, you do not sit there and allow this to, or you get with him and you tell him to fix it. No, bitch, you don't say fix it. You check him in private. See, that's the thing. They huddle up in private, and they all white supremacists. Aaron Ford's a white supremacist. I don't give a fuck that he look like a nigga. That bitch ass nigga is a white supremacist. Because I wrote him a letter. You understand? I wrote him a letter. And the reason what made me write him a letter is because when he was a senator, just to show you how politics, see, you got fake motherfuckers. And like I say, it's 3 people you can't trust. You know, if they tell you, chances are the motherfucker is lying. Yeah. the prosecutor, and the politician. You don't believe them three P's at all. Nigga, don't talk to me like I'm the hoe. Don't get at me in that manner. Don't get at me like I'm a gullible green voter. Don't get at me like you could just trample over my rights. It's like it's black. It's unconstitutional to be black. That's where we at with this shit. Because there's no way in the world that if I'm a white boy, I'm sitting in this motherfucker 45 more, well, it's 55 more days, where I'm going to be sitting here waiting to go back to court because what they're doing, election. And since that's what's in my body telling me this, I know what it is. Nobody got to tell me this. I'm looking at this shit and I'm watching. That's why I know how powerful the vote is. Chelsea Gray, Asia Wilson, Derek Carr, Devontae Adams. Y'all the biggest names down here. Floyd Mayweather, nigga, you know me. Mike Tyson, you know me. It's Mac Minister, nigga. Do something about that. You niggas can't sit there and allow that to happen. Especially if you really give a fuck. Don't jump in for, you get a lot of motherfuckers with the way the wind blow, that's the way they go. Nah, nigga, because this could happen to you. And if you leave that snake, fake, imitator-ass prosecutor in there, it will. Chances are it will happen. All these kids coming down here, you watch how many football players and basketball players get charged with rape. Because she said that, and that's what it is. That's the game. They'll even stick a bitch on her and then tell her what to say. And either you're going to get sued for a bunch of millions or you're going to be sitting in the prison cell and to dwell for the rest of your days. This is what they'll do to you. It don't matter how much money you got or how much fame you got. When they come after you, they'll come. And the only way to stop that or prevent that is to make sure they're not in that position of power. You take that from them. You looking at what I'm saying. I'm not just saying this. They done fucked up. But you don't let this day pass by, then they let me go, and then they in position of power still. Because nobody is tripping on this. Look into this. If Vanessa Murphy on the right side of this, release this interview that you did with me. Release this story right now. Because she can change the trajectory of the motherfucking vote right now by releasing this. Don't hold this. Don't hold this. Don't hold back on this. You let that out. Don't wait for the next court date. That's too late. And now I'm looking at you sideways. Do the right thing. And that's all I say to them. Do the right thing, not the white thing. And the white thing is
you have 1 minute left.
Is to come together and rob a nigga of his liberty. Do the right thing and not the white thing. And I mean that sincerely from the heart. White people gotta check white people, and that's the only way this shit gonna stop. Or they gonna create something that's gonna get so out of hand you ain't gonna be able to stop it. Talk about Russia, look how you doing the Mac. And don't let me get to talking about abortion. You looking over there, you telling the motherfucking Taliban they out of line for having these women cover up and do all of these things with themselves and don't show your skin and your face. Bitch, you gonna tell a woman when to have a baby? What type of that's pimping in the highest degree? Sound like white slavery to me. I mean, what the fuck is going on? But you point your motherfucking finger and you telling somebody they ain't right.
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.